So with that being said, let's cover the top 10 CPA networks for beginners, okay? Now, there's a number of other CPA networks out there that you can join. You can do your own research and go out and join them all if you really want to, although I'd recommend probably finding about maybe 2 to 3 and one that you really, really like, but 2 to 3 overall, joining them, finding out the most that you can about them and utilizing them. Now, I'll recommend my top 2 to you that I use and like the best, but you can pretty much join them all. They all have good offers and they all pay out reputably, okay? And if there isn't one on this list that you're joining, just make sure you do a little bit of research and make sure that they've actually paid people out in the past. Google it, maybe join a forum and ask if anybody has experience with that. But I'm going to recommend some to you here today, okay? So Max Bounty is number 1 for me, and obviously that's my favorite. I've made a lot of money with Max Bounty when I used to blast out email offers, and when I also used to do a little bit of CPA marketing, a little bit more in depth in the past. Now, I've moved on since that business model. I don't use a lot of CPA links anymore, but the reason that CPA works so well is because, like I said initially, you don't actually have to make the sale, right? You can just turn somebody into a lead for a company, and then the onus becomes on that company to make the sale. So you're going to convert a lot more people with CPA links, but obviously the commissions are going to be a lot lower because they're not paying you for a sale that's already happened. They're paying you for the potential sale or that lead, okay? So Max Bounty is my favorite, hands down. Some other ones that I want to touch on for you that you can join are ClickBooth, Peerfly, Perform, CPA Lead, ClickDealer, Crack Revenue, Advendor, Advendor. I don't know how you say that. I've heard it both ways. It doesn't really matter. Join that one. Fire Ads and Toro Advertising. Now, Toro Advertising is one that I actually have never tried myself before, and I've never actually joined it, but it comes highly recommended from a number of other people, and I always see it recommended in Facebook groups that I've joined. So I figured I'd add it here on the end. Now, my favorites of these, obviously, Max Bounty is my number 1. Peerfly would be my number 2. It's also a reputable one that you can use. Although with Peerfly, I'm pretty sure their policy is no emails. So obviously that's not going to, it's not really going to affect you because you're doing content marketing a lot of times. But just keep that in mind if that's your plan. And then CPA Lead, if I had to name a third, would be my third, okay? So join all those. They're all great places. But then once you kind of look through them, you'll all see that they all have different but very, very similar CPA offers. Join one or join them all. Figure out 1 or 2 or maybe 3 max that you like the best. Stick with those because there's a lot of offers on all of these, and you can find very, very, very good niche-related offers that you can then recommend.